guys, how you all doing today? It's MoneyBunter75. Guys, I am back for another video. Now, a couple of days ago I did a video on the worst SPL football kits in my lifetime. That video did really quite well, so I've decided to change it up a little bit and do the best SPL kit of my lifetime. Now obviously, the last video opened up quite a lot of floor for debate about what kits were worse than the ones that I had picked. I'm hoping for the same things here in this video. I want to hear from you guys as to what you think is the best kit your club has produced. That being said, let's get in amongst it. The first one we go to is Aberdeen. Right, so the Aberdeen kit for that year, I'm not sure of the year to be honest, but that kit for that year was really, really nice. I felt the design was really, really basic. I like basic football kits, nothing, too extravagant. But I felt that kit done its job really, really well. I like the white trim around the collar. Again, I love just the basic design. Yeah, that kit for me was really, really nice. If I was an Aberdeen fan, I'd have been happy buying that. That brings me swiftly on to Celtic. Okay, so this Celtic kit again was one that I really, really admired. Obviously, it was a kit that was really historical to Celtic. It was celebrating the Lisbon Lions. But for me, that kit was just, I thought it was a beautiful kit. I loved the fact that it had gold trim in it. I loved the design around the badge. Again, that was really, really nice. And this is going to sound really, really quite, I don't know, kind of anal on my behalf, is the fact that I actually like the distance between the stripes. It looked like an old style Celtic kit to me. So again, if I was a Celtic fan, I would have been really happy buying that kit, to be honest. Okay, so that brings me swiftly on to Hamilton. Okay, Hamilton's kit was kind of similar to Aberdeen's. I just felt the design was really, really basic. I really liked the colour. It actually reminded me of an old Duddickster Athletic kit. That was a team that I used to play for, hence why I'm wearing the badge today. But that was an old kind of, it was an old Duddy kit. It reminded me quite a lot of. But the Hamilton one was really, really nice as well. Again, just the black and white, really basic. You couldn't, in my eyes, you can't go wrong with it. Everything about, every element of that kit for me just worked. And it was a really, really nice one, to be fair. Okay, so that brings me swiftly on to Hearts. Okay, so the Hearts kit, yeah, I'm a really big Hibs supporter, as you can see, but I'm always the kind of person that if I see a really nice football kit, I'm always going to be there to admire it. And for me, that kit there, again, was, I think, was the centenary of the First World War kit. For Hearts, obviously, the First World War affected everybody, but Hearts obviously took the first steps to signing up for the war and everything like that. So, I mean, that kit for me, again, was just, it didn't need a sponsor. I like the fact that they changed the badge for that season to incorporate the motif into the war. I thought, I mean, as a Hibs supporter, I can really admire the style of kit that went for that, that year. And again, obviously, I just love the fact that it was so basic. As I say, I like basic football kits. I don't like kits that are really, really extravagant and everything like that. I mean, if you've got a basic football kit, chances are I'm going to like it. But that was really basic for me. But again, for the historical value of it, it was one that I really, really admired. Okay, so that brings me on to Hibs. Okay, so I picked this Hibs kit for a number of reasons. First off, I really like the fact that it was a bottle green kit. I love the fact that we had the white sleeves back after, obviously, the season and we didn't have white sleeves. The sponsor just faded right into the kit. It wasn't, it didn't take away from the design of the shirt. I love the collar on it. But obviously, for sentimental reasons, I'm always going to think this is my favourite all-time Hibs kit because this is the kit that we won the Scottish Cup in. I'm always going to pick that one over everything else. Okay, so the next one that I come to is Kilmarnock. Okay, so this is a kit that I picked for Kilmarnock. As I said in that last video, I like the fact that Kilmarnock have got blue and white stripes. I've always kind of liked that. Again, you know, this wasn't a kit that I could pick purely based on like all the components of the kit really worked. I like the black trim round the collar. The Nike motif was black as well, which again I quite liked. You know, again, I had the sponsor that didn't take too much away from the actual shirt itself. And yeah, that was just they're the reasons why I like that kit. Beg your pardon for being so tongue-tied. So next kit brings me on to Livingston. Okay, Livingston's kits. I had such a hard time finding a kit for Livingston that that I really could say was the absolute best, because there was just 3 or 4 kits that just really worked. But I've plumbed for this season's kits. I think Livingston's kits this season are absolutely beautiful. Their away kit, as I've already said in the last video and what I'm going to say again today, I think their away kit is absolutely beautiful. The white shirt, the gold trim around the sleeves, the sponsor just blends in really quite nice. I was going to do just their away shirt, but actually having seen their home shirt today, I'm going to do both kits because I think their kits are absolutely spot on this year. I really like Livingston's kits this season for what they've done. But yeah, I'm going to have to pick those two. So that brings me swiftly on to Motherwell. Okay, so Motherwell's kits were, I spent ages looking at a kit that I actually really liked for Motherwell. You know, there was just certain kits that, although were really nice, they never really got me. Do you know what I mean? They never really got me. Go, oh, that's a really lovely kit. This one, on the other hand, was one that I really liked. I liked the fact that, again, it's quite, you know, it's just one colour. I like the fact that they've had the badge initials rather than just the badge. The sponsor, again, just fades in really nicely to the overall kit. And yeah, if I had to go for one, I would have went for that one. I really think that kit there, as I say, I'm unsure of the year, but that kit there was really nice. That swiftly brings me on to Rangers. Okay, I've picked this kit for Rangers because this was one of the kits that I actually looked at and thought, you know what, that's really nice. I like the fact that obviously it was Umbro. Umbro obviously went through that stage of manufacturing football kits that were more like t-shirts rather than football kits. And I just felt every component of that shirt worked. You know, obviously you had the blue, you had the white trim around the sleeve, the red trim around the sleeves as well. The sponsor kind of didn't work for me, but obviously that was when both Old Firm clubs were sponsored by Tennant. To me, the sponsor could have been a wee bit better, but I still like that shirt regardless. So that brings me on to Ross County. I picked this kit for Ross County because I just felt that every component of the shirt worked. The sponsor was there, obviously again was working really well, but I actually really liked the design of this shirt as well. The colour of it was really nice as well. It was kind of that really dark blue, that almost sapphire blue. I think that's the colour anyway. Anyway, I'm not sure. But no, honestly, that shirt for Ross County, I just seen it, I was like, I really like that one. I'm unsure of the year, but I still really like that one. That brings me on to St Johnstone. Okay, so I picked this kit for St Johnstone because I actually had a hard time, again, finding a kit from St Johnstone that I actually really liked. This kit that I've picked actually came obviously as a pair, the home and away one. The home and away one for that year really worked, and it was just the minor details that, you know, the reason why I picked the away kit. You know, I like the fact that, again, I like the design, I like where the sponsor is, I like obviously the kit manufacturer as well. I think there's pinstriping in that shirt as well. I think, don't quote me, I can't remember the picture. But yeah, that's the reason why I picked that kit. So that brings me on to St Mirren, which is the last of the bunch, I believe. And that brings me swiftly on to the last of the bunch, brings me on to St Mirren. This kit I think was from 2012, I want to say. But this kit for me was just really, really nice. I like the fact that the kit supplier is also the club's main sponsor. I just like the fact that they've kind of both mould into the same kind of kit. And yeah, I mean, with black and white stripes, there's only so much you can do. But no, that's definitely a really nice kit in my eyes. Yeah, that's the reason why I picked that one. Okay guys, that's my picks for the best SPL kits of my lifetime. Again, if you have got another kit in there that you want to kind of debate with me over, stick it in the comments below, tell me what ones it is. If you've liked this video, please by all means, give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out when you do that. Please subscribe to the channel, MoneyMinter75. Click the bell icon beside the subscribe button, that will let you know when I upload. Please look out for me on Twitter, it's at Murray1875, and also look for MurrayMinter75 on Instagram as well. With that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week.